Hi everyone, welcome on board to the CATKing's NMAT daily series. I hope all of you guys have been following all the last videos where we spoke about how to actually solve an entire mock and idioms and phrases and all of these. Today I'm picking up one of the topics which a lot of students had raised issues, like for example, verbal section mein how do we manage our time, especially with the reading comprehension, because reading comprehension is so time consuming, and now because it's adaptive, you can't do na ki RC aaya chhod do, I'll come back to it later on. That was possible in a non-adaptive test, but in adaptive that's not, right? So let's try and understand this technique to make sure how we make our reading faster and more effective. Like how many times, tell me all of you guys on the chat who are there out here, you read the passage and then you forget कि पढ़ा क्या था, like पूरा passage पढ़ लिया 3-4 paragraphs का, and then you're lost जब question पढ़ते हो, shit ये किधर था, that's something, and then you have to read the whole paragraph once again. That's very common. I mean, I used to face this issue a lot of times. So what I had started doing for my passages is, okay, make something called as the passage map. Very simple funda. What you have to do is, जब आप अपना RC पढ़ रहे हो, you have a rough sheet with you available, right? So in the passage map, what you will do is, every paragraph, what you're reading, what is the crux of it? Or like अगर तुम्हें उस paragraph का summary देना था या उस paragraph को एक title देना था, so what would you give, right? So for every paragraph, पूरे passage में से P1, P2, P3 सबको अच्छे से define कर दो, so that you know what each passage is talking about. And जब तुम वो 4 lines को पढ़ोगे तो तुम्हारा पूरा passage जो है उसका summary तुम्हारे पास में आ जाएगा, and that becomes easy for now you to visualize कि this entire huge paragraph, what is it all about? Okay, so that's step 1 while you're reading the passage. ठीक है? Then comes what? Your questions, because here you will have to read the passage first, then your questions, right? Now, when you'll see your questions, there are 3 major types of questions: fact-based questions, inference-based questions, vocab-based questions. ठीक है? Vocab मतलब जो word था या phrase था, उसका meaning क्या था, what was the why was it used, or an alternate phrase which we can use for it, those kind of questions. वो आपको मिल जाएगा आपके vocab-based, whether you know it or you don't know it. ठीक है? Now, how to handle my fact-based and inference-based questions. For fact-based questions, chup karke go back to the same passage map. Like for example, if passage map में से I got P1 is talking about causes of population, and P2 is talking about the impact of population. Because of population, what happens? And if my question is talking about some particular cause of the population problem, I'll go to P1, read that again, and I'll get my answer. Because fact-based answers are directly based on the paragraph itself, where you can map directly to the passage map and get the questions ka answers. For inference-based questions, it's not like that. Inference-based is usually pure passage ke summary ke basis pe. So for inference-based questions, do one thing is read the question twice. Try to understand what is the question asking you. Okay, what is the question pertaining to? And then you have to stick to that same context and give the answer. This funda works very well even in your critical reasoning, because वहाँ पे भी inference ही है kind of, right? Critical reasoning, strengthening, weakening, ये सब में. So this is a very simple concept कि आप question को अच्छे से पढ़ो, समझो, identify who is the hero of your question. It's called a subject of the question which is there, and the same subject should be in the answer options also. So if you see any answer option which does not talk about the same subject, then it is out of context, kachra hai, usko bahar nikal do. Forget that question, forget that answer option. Like this, you should be easily be able to narrowing down to 2 close options. Once you come to 2 close options, then you see which is the most suitable and which is the most apt. Now for most suitable, try to see what is the context of the question. When it's inference based, maximum impact, saving maximum money, bringing maximum profit, those kind of things which you need to identify. Once you are able to identify that from the 2 options, you will be able to come to your final answer. All right. So this is how you have to start approaching your reading comprehensions. And now what you need to do is please start practicing more reading comprehensions. Your speed of reading, your understanding of reading will not improve overnight. It needs efforts, it needs pains. A lot of people say ki because you have a habit of reading, then only it becomes good. Well, that is true, but it's not that everybody who has cracked NMAT exam had a reading habit forever. I never had a reading habit. So what you have to do is you have to inculcate that in you right now. So if you like some books, pick up some easy books and start reading. कुछ नहीं तो those leadership motivation books आती हैं, उससे start करो. वो भी नहीं हो रहा है तो easy simple चेतन भगत books को पढ़ना start करो. Start building the habit of reading. That curiosity to read needs to come. ठीक है? That is one way. Second and the most effective way is start reading more reading comprehensions. Reading comprehension passages की तो कमी नहीं है दुनिया में, right? So make it a practice कि every day I will solve 3 to 5 reading comprehension passages. Where do I study from? All of you guys get hold of the NMAT official guide. I'm sure you guys know it's available online. Start reading, start practicing NMAT official guide. Go to your CATKing's dashboard, CATKing Bible, LOD1, LOD2, LOD2 Primer. ये सारी books में से सारे passages कर लो. ये भी finish हो जाए. Go to your downloads, pick up the 1000 RCs, NMAT official guide, GMAT official guide. Start practicing from these books, and once even these are done, you can refer to the previous year papers of CAT and SNAP and all of these. So you have a lot of RC question bank. That's not a problem at all. It's only your dedication needs to be there. Make it a thumb rule. Every day 3 RCs पढ़ने ही पढ़ने हैं, solve करने हैं, practice करना है, तब जाके आपका questions को solve करने का improve हो जाएगा approach. ठीक है? Along with this, a good habit to read is start reading 30 minutes newspaper or Eon essays or Guardian, the New York Times, all of these things. And make sure you don't miss Rahul sir's verbal lectures. उसमें बहुत सारे secrets मिलते हैं आपको, बहुत सारे fundas मिलते हैं every Wednesday and Friday. उसको बस याद करा करो, ठीक है? And keep executing that. All right? All the best. Stay tuned for more updates, and any other particular section, particular topic you guys are facing difficulties, drop in the comments and I'll take that up next. Bye-bye. Take care. Thank you so much for staying tuned.